The Cavs season ended in disappointment after going out in just 5 games to the New York Knicks in the first round. However, don't get it twisted, as the Cavs will be back next season and are still major players in the Eastern Conference. They have 2 of the best guards in the entire league in both Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. They have a Defensive Player of the Year candidate in Evan Mobley and a beast of a rim protector in Jarrett Allen. And they've bolstered their wing depth over the offseason by adding to what was already a top 10 offense and defense. Here's why the Cleveland Cavaliers should be considered as serious title threats. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference to the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. Last offseason, the Cavs swung big when they acquired all-star guard Donovan Mitchell from the Utah Jazz, and it's safe to say that that move is working out thus far. In his first year in Cleveland, Mitchell made All-NBA second team while averaging a career-high 28 points per game on the most efficient season of his career. He shot 48% from the field, 39% from 3 on 9 attempts a game, and 87% from the free throw line on 5 attempts a game. Along the way, Mitchell broke several franchise records, making the most threes ever in a single season, dropping the most 40-point games in a single season, and scoring the most points in a single game at 71. In that 71-point performance, I might add, he became the first player in league history to drop 70 points and 10+ assists in the same game. Mitchell's one of the most explosive, dynamic players in today's game, who's also very underrated as a playmaker. He's demonstrated being a great creator for both himself and his teammates, and he's routinely been one of the better guards in operating in the pick and roll, making the Cavs among the top in the league in terms of pick and roll ball handler points per game and roll man points per game. Things didn't quite go his way these past playoffs, but he's historically been a great playoff riser. He averages 28, 5, and 5 as a 6'1" guard throughout his playoff career, and that's the caliber of player that can win you a title. Alongside Donovan Mitchell is no other than Darius Garland, one of the best guards in the league that clearly doesn't get talked about enough. Garland has practically everything you want in a point guard in 2023. He has an elite handle and is consequently one of the shiftiest guards in the league. He's a great playmaker, being not only able to make textbook passes, but can be lumped in there with some of the most creative passers in the league. He's a great threat from behind the arc, notching 40% of his threes on 6 attempts a game, and being one of the best deep range shooters in the league. And yeah, he's really crafty finisher at the rim. All of these attributes make Garland such a difficult player to tame, and it's why he's averaged 22 points and 8 assists over the past 2 seasons. And that's also a big reason why the Cavs were a top 10 offense last year. Moreover, the Cavs' calling card is actually their defense, having the best defensive rating in the entire league last season. The Cavs only allowed 46 points per game in the paint last season, which was good for the 3rd fewest amount of points allowed in the league. Also, they allowed the 6th fewest amount of points off of turnovers, the 4th fewest second chance points, and the 6th fewest amount of points in the fast break. It seems mad that a team with 2 6'1" guards in the backcourt was the best defense, but this shouldn't be a shocker to you given the presence of their front court. Evan Mobley was drafted 3rd overall in a talented 2021 draft class, and it's safe to say that he's lived up to the hype. The 3-point shot isn't quite there yet in terms of volume or percentage, but his overall versatility on both ends of the floor make him one of the more unique power forwards in the game. He can operate well in the pick and roll, is a solid offensive rebounder, runs the floor well, and has good footwork in the post. And defensively, well, Mobley is practically generational. He was already lauded for his fluidity and switchability on defense, as well as his consequent potential to guard 3 to 5 positions on the floor. But what he did this past season is literally insane. He contested the third most shots in the entire league, contested the most three-pointers out of any player in the NBA, was 6th in blocks, became the second youngest player ever to make all defensive first team. Jarrett Allen is no slouch either, as he's routinely one of the better shot blockers in the game, while chipping in 14 points, 10 rebounds on 64% shooting last season. Over the offseason, the Cavs bolstered their wing depth through the signings of both Max Strus from Miami Heat and Georges Niang from the 76ers. Max Strus isn't a star per se, but he's a star in his role, as he does a little bit of everything and plays winning basketball. First and foremost, he's a threat from the outside, and opponents do respect him from there. Over the past 2 seasons, he shot 38% from 3 on 7 attempts a game and is more than capable as an off-ball player. He's capable of finishing in the paint, he's not a ball stopper and rather makes quick decisions with the ball, and he's a solid individual defender and team defender as well. As for Niang, he shot 40% from 3 on 5 attempts a game last year and is more than capable of playing off ball as well. Big picture, both of these signings should help with 2 of the Cavs' biggest ailments against the Knicks in the playoffs last year, which were outside shooting and lack of 3-and-D wing help. The Eastern Conference next year is going to be competitive as usual, with the Bucks and Celtics looking to be early favorites in the field. I expect the Bucks to completely bounce back from last year and be the dominant team we're used to seeing, and I expect the retooled Celtics to be ultra competitive and give any team a run for their money, and I do expect the Knicks to surprise a lot of people. But after that, there are some question marks out east too, with the Sixers and Heat not getting resolutions on either James Harden or Damian Lillard respectively heading into training camp. Given the defensive versatility of their front court, improved wing depth, and overall firepower from their back courts, the Cavs can capitalize and make a deep run in the Eastern Conference. But they'll need Evan Mobley to take another step offensively, and they need Donovan Mitchell to be the playoff riser he's known to being in order for that to happen. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on the Cleveland Cavaliers in the comment section down below. Do you expect them to make a deep run in the Eastern Conference, or do you view them as a lower tier than the Bucks, Celtics, etc.? Also, what do you expect from Evan Mobley next season? Do you expect them to be an all-star, defensive player of the year? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay tuned.